that will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 48 Monday. Check 48 the mic. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
On first down, Garrett. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Garrett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll run on first down. It's Reynolds, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, Benjamin. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On now is the Packers punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. It's complete to Chris Conley. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Check. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Benjamin. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing on first down. Benjamin, screen play, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Under 10.
They go back to the ground with Johnson.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Benedict. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
To throw his car. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
I'm letting you know right now.
On second down, Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Benjamin. Able to find Isabella. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
To throw on second down, Benjamin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That ball complete to Isabella. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing now is Carr. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Down. You ready? We own. Yo, Chief. We own them. Check 24.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Garrett, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Benjamin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
At the same 16-yard line.
Down. 185. We got 4. We got 4.
On second down now. It's Garrett, and he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Flush to his right, and Adams has it complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try the left side. Garrett, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
637. 43.
To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a fourth and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. Benedict, man, able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Benedict. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Johnson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Whip. Watch the heavy. Check. Hey, 734. That's it.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On the ground, this is Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Benedict. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Brings up second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
After the sack on first down, Carr. Open man is Winfrey. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Throwing his Carr on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, Delta. Mike 57.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Packers' 42-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to